The Find and Replace command can be activated by holding down the Control key and tapping the letter F. It brings up this dialog box here. If you're just searching for a particular word, you can type it into this box, or if you're looking to replace one word with some other sort of text, you can click on Replace up here. Let me start off by saying Microsoft Word is not that smart. It only knows what you type in, and when it looks for things, it generally just looks for letters. Let me show you what I mean. If I were searching for RAN and I clicked Find Next, it found it for me right in the middle of Assurance. It found it again in the middle of Insurance. If I would actually do a replace of the word RAN, it might mess some of these words up. So you need to be aware of that and do what you're trying to do. Let's say that I was working for a company called Atlanta Webcom, and they moved to a different town. They moved to Augusta, Georgia instead of Atlanta, Georgia. And now I want to change my document to where everything that says Atlanta now has to say Augusta. Well, I could go through here and visually find Atlanta. There it is again. There it is again. Atlanta, Georgia, and here's a website, atlantawebcom.com. We want that changed to. You could change them manually. That'd take a long time. The better way to do it is Control F, click on Replace, type in Atlanta, and replace with Augusta. You click Replace All, and boom, 15 replacements happen with a single click. Dude. Notice that it kept my capitals the same way they were before. The stuff that was capitalized is still capitalized, and this web address is not capitalized. Microsoft Word leaves well enough alone unless you start being specific. What happens if it is capital and I make it lowercase? Okay, in this case, I guess that doesn't do a whole lot. Let me show you some other settings here with Find and Replace. If I want to just highlight things in my document so I can see them all and notice them, I can click Highlight All. And even if I close my dialog box out, they're still there. When I decide I'm done looking at them, I can go back to Find and Replace and click on Clear Highlighting. Another nifty thing is over here in More. Say I was looking for the word RAN, and I wanted to find words that were related to the word RAN. Now Microsoft Word is going to be smart. Watch what happens. It found running because running is a different form of the word RAN. That is a nifty feature, but you need to be careful with that. Make sure you're using it in a way that you know what's going on, because you can mess some stuff up that way as well. Another cool thing is you can actually search by formatting. It doesn't have to be a word. Say you wanted to search for everywhere that was a heading 3. You can do that. Furthermore, what if you wanted to change all your heading 3s to heading 1s instead? You can do that. You go up here in the Find box. you click Format, Style, and let's find heading 3s and replace them with Style, heading 1s. Okay. Replace all. Boom. All 3 of these are now heading 1s. I'm going to bring 2 last things to your attention that could be potential problems for you. Thing 1, remember Microsoft Word thinks in terms of characters, not words. It considers a space as a character. So if I searched for Augusta with a space after it, it's going to find Augusta space webcom. Do you think it's going to find Augusta here? No. Now that can actually work to your advantage in some instances if you want to find something that is a word. You say you didn't want something that's part of a web address. You wanted just the whole word Augusta. That could be what you wanted it to find and the sorts of replacements that you wanted to make. So just be aware whether you have a space after it or not changes the way Microsoft Word looks at things. And one other thing you need to be aware of, if you have a selection before you initiate the command, right now I have this text box selected. If I initiate my command now, it's only going to find the things in that selection. 1, 2, 3, 3. That's it. And we know there are a lot of other places that say Augusta, like over here. So those are some nifty features and some things to watch out for. I hope that helps you and you can find some good use